Women in the nation's capital were summoned at the 11th hour to NCD Governor's Office Poes Pakup today. They came from all backgrounds but a united for a cause, the fight against gender-based violence. NCD Governor Poes Pakup has copped criticisms for his inaction on police brutality and other forms of gender-based violence in the city. However, he has thrown his support to ensure the safety of women and girls are protected.
Women have expressed their concern mainly through social media, and I've heard all their, complaints and their sentiments, and we can't just sit back and do nothing. And that's something that can be done. And what can be done is that the National Strategic Plan to deal with gender-based violence, the plan has already been finalized about 1 or 2 years ago. It's sitting down there at the Department of Community Development. We've wasted a lot of time, and we shouldn't waste any more time. How many more young women or women generally must suffer, must be tortured or must be maimed or must be killed or must be raped before we do anything?
Women are appalled that no action has been taken to enforce the national strategy on gender-based violence. They will be coming out in full force on the 16th of December in Port Moresby to ensure attention is given to the national strategy on GBV. Co-founder of Women Arise PNG, Esme Sinapa, echoed the sentiments of women and their plan to take action.
So I'm really happy with what the governor has done this morning. We need leaders to come out and address this issue. Like I said, this issue is violence is an emergency. It must be treated as emergency and given the resources and the leadership and the support for us to deal with it.
They want the Prime Minister and relevant heads of government departments to be present to hear their concerns. Mickey Kavera, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands are in dialogue to update their progressive status on bilateral issues and exchange views on taking further this relation. The Solomon Islands High Commission in PNG and the Department of Foreign Affairs of PNG has initiated this dialogue to ensure there is more tangible outcomes between the two countries. Esther Bralinwani reports.
Solomon Island High Commission in PNG with the PNG Department of Foreign Affairs today held talks at the National Research Institute in Port Moresby to update bilateral ties between the two countries. Department of Foreign Affairs Acting Secretary William Deem says both countries share mutual interest on politics, socio-economic, trade and investments relations, among others. However, there is need to review these arrangements.
I want us to focus on some of those very critical areas: trade, education, investment, tourism. I understand is a new addition, and so all of those areas really add value to the relationship between Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands.
The Solomon Islands High Commissioner Barnabas Anga also says it is upon the two countries to revisit some of the frameworks and guidelines governing the bilateral relations.
In the future, we will rebalance and extend our participation to our colleagues from the private sector, civil society organizations, development partners, their representatives and agents where applicable and relevant.
Mr. Anga also highlights the importance of better management of the relations.
Important for us as officials to refocus on some of the priorities of both governments, because we believe that this is how we can get political attention from our leaderships.
As members in the Melanesian Spearhead Group, both countries are looking forward to standing together and achieve desired goals and objectives. Esther Bralinwani, NBC National News, Port Moresby.